Hey everyone! Our latest adventure took us to the east coast of Peninsular Malaysia, and this time we spent 4 nights in Quantan and Sungai Lembing area. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm KB Kwan. This video we're gonna focus on the places we visited around Quantan. We have another separate videos just about coming out for Sungai Lembing. There's also another one in the works just about the food that we try in Quantan, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Alright, let's jump into the spot we're exploring Quantan. The first place we drop by is Kuantan River Explanet. It is just right along the Quantan River and it's only a short walk from where we just have our afternoon tea. This place is very relaxing. We got there just before sunset and the weather is absolutely perfect. While we were there, we watched the boats cruising by. There's a nice place for people who walk and cycle just along the river. It's a great place to just have a leisure stroll. You can jog, you can bike here. There are some shops selling some street food, some souvenirs, some local handmade crafts. And of course, just right next to us is the iconic Quantan 188 Tower. And this is the city's most famous landmark. We couldn't leave without visiting it because honestly, if you come to Quantan and you don't come here and take a look at this Quantan 188 Tower, did you ever go to Quantan? Then we walk across the main road and reach the Kuantan Art Street. It is in fact a narrow back lane that's filled with colorful murals painted on the back of the shop houses, and it stretches from one end to the other just behind the main road. The lane is nicely tiled and full of vibrant colors and is even doubled up as a night market. We got there a bit early, so it wasn't fully set up yet, but there are a few vendors already rolling in their carts.
Friday, Saturday and Sunday, Pasar Malam. Away from the night marketplace, there are many more colorful mural too.
In the evening, we head out to Pandai Batu Hitam, or in English Blackstone beach, just about 10 kilometers from the town. And I expected it to be a quiet and secluded place, but wow, we are all wrong because the place was bustling with families, kids and lots of beach goers. It felt like a mini carnival because there are food stalls, they're playing some games, and there are even a little train ride for the kids. The beach itself is calm and flat, and the color of the sand is slightly darker in color.
Where are they? Where are they? I found some black rocks. I think there are more in front. This is somehow very much different from the beaches that I've been in the last few months. It has a carnival-like feelings. There's a night market there. There are lots of family over here. They are playing with the children. It's quite safe. The water is not deep and the wave is not strong neither.
Now to the left side, we spotted some blackstones, a cluster of blackstones, and naturally I want to walk over to check it out.
And I found much more over here than the other side.
The black rocks are believed to be of volcanic origin, and they have been there for millions of years. This area, when I was there, was less crowded, so we sat down there for a while, soaking in the sunset and just enjoy the gentle ocean breeze. In another evening, we set our goal to look for the giant turtle mural at Pantai Pelindung. When we arrived, we couldn't find the mural, and with the help of one of the locals, and it says that we have to walk right about 1 kilometer to the right side if we are facing the sea in order to get the giant turtle mural. So we decided to look for the GPS and try to drive to that point as close to it as possible.
So to go to the gigantic Penyu, if you have 4-wheel drive, you can come to this place. If your normal car, it is quite difficult for you to come here because it's very sandy. And when you go over here, you can either walk on the beach or you can take the trail over here. I'm going to take the trail and it will reach very near to the Penyu. That is the turtle, the gigantic turtle. After the trail, we will back to the beach.
After a few minutes, and we saw it. It's a massive turtle mural on a giant rock.
And can you see the far end, that rock? That's our destination. That's the turtle. The turtle is not only the head, but there's leg also. It's nicely drawn. It really looks like a penguin.
It was part of the tourism project by the Pahang Tourism Board. The artwork was striking and the spot itself felt like a hidden gem. You wouldn't just stumble across it. It really requires effort to find, but it's so worth it.
Besides the big one, it must be a mother and the baby. Beautiful rock formation. And the small rock outside, if you're there, you can go out. There are some people there outside, right at the center. There's some beautiful rock formation. Let's cross over and take a look. It's a very long beach. You can just walk to the front all the way. You're back to where we stopped our car earlier on. Perhaps about more than 1 kilometer from here.
The next morning, we went to Tanjung Lumpur, which is a traditional fishing village at the mouth of the Quantan River. Tanjung Lumpur is well known for seafood restaurant, especially ikan bakar, that is a Malay-style grilled fish. While we were there, we didn't catch any fishermen unloading any fish on a day, but still we love that peaceful, authentic vibe because there are wooden stilt houses, jetties, and even chicken wandering free when we were there. It really felt like stepping back in time.
Selalu dapat banyak-banyak.
Kadang-kadang banyak, kadang-kadang udah ada.
This is Pandai in Quantan. I'm looking for that tumbling tree.
And I want to introduce to you an hidden gem called that tumbling tree at Pandai Cempedak. If you ever heard of that Wana Tree in New Zealand, this is the Quantan version. We stopped our car looking for it, taking photographs, and just about to leave, boom! A rainbow appeared on the horizon. So I quickly got a shot, the trees and the rainbow in one magical frame. Beautiful, isn't it? But if you want to look for that Wana tree, just Google it, or on Instagram you can find it easily. On the third day of our visit in Quantan, we went to outskirts of Quantan looking for the Lao Zi Temple, nicknamed Dragon Temple. So what caught our attention? Because there's an 800 meters long dragon sculpture that I need actually walk through to reach the temple.
This is the entrance to the temple. This is the tail of the dragon. And we're gonna go inside the body of the dragon all the way and exit from the mouth, I think, in order to enter into the temple. Let's move on.
We entered through the dragon's tail and followed the colorful path lined with Taoist stories and illustrations.
Going through the body of the dragon, we are coming out from the mouth of the dragon. I mean, actually enter into the mouth of the dragon now. The end of it, and that is the dragon pearl.
Finally, we came out from the dragon's mouth, and that is the entrance of the main temple. We paid a fee to the caretaker, and she asked us to touch the dragon pearl right in front. And she said that it is going to give us good luck.
So that's the mouth of the dragon that we just came out from here. Different deities and god and goddesses of the Taoism live. And this is Yue Lao, the god of marriage.
There are many colorful sculptures inside, included a large statue of Lao Zi, and the 12 Chinese zodiac animals, and the statue of Hua Tuo, that is the ancient Chinese doctor, and many more.
And this is the renowned traditional Chinese doctor, Hua Tuo. And it's also now considered to become a god according to the belief of the Chinese, god of healing. This is Xiao Fo, it's a laughing Buddha.
We also went to the other side, in which there is a large bronze bell, and we rang the bell 3 times. Accordingly, each ring will send us hopes and good fortune.
敲钟，天香油钱。这里有多久了？40多年。
40多年历史，就降梅20多年罢了。
什么？
降梅啊，降梅有这一条龙啊，还有其他外面的东西呀、20多年。
20多年。
20多年。这个庙呢，以前小间的，现在变成这样大间，40多年了。
那么这个那个资源呢是
自己的，
的。
全部自己。
政府应该。
Lastly, we enter the main shrine, and the caretaker mentioned to us that the temple has already been there for more than 40 years. And 20 years ago, they added the dragon as the additional features.
他94，他还好。You can take this shorter road. It's a shortcut going up to the temple. Just a minute of walk.
If you love hiking as I do, check out Bukit Pelindung. As an avid hiker, whenever I go, I'll try to include at least one hiking activities. So here we are here at Bukit Pelindung early in the morning.
Friendly trails.
There are already many hikers when we were there. The trail was well marked, and mostly they are paved, and there are rest stops, gazebo. There are even outdoor exercise stations along the way.
Most of the trails are not allowed. It's written clearly, except this Laluan Denai, this trail passage.
There are also some jungle trails, but I don't know why they are prohibited to enter most of it. Except one that is open and lead to the beach.
Anyway. It will go through a trail, or in Malay word called Denai, called Meranti Seraya.
It is an easy hike. It's around 3 kilometers round trip, and there's a great view at the top with a power station. It is a perfect way to work out ourselves, to get ourselves prepared for more food tasting in Quantan. And finally, we wrap up our trip at Pantai Cempedak. That's where we stay for the night at Hayat Quantan. It is a gorgeous beach where locals come for jogging, dancing, yoga, exercising, you name it. There's also a British bunker, the remnant from World War II on the beach. We stroll along the beach in the evening, and it is very lively and full of energy. And that's all about what we want to show you in these videos about things that we have done and places that we have visited in Quantan. And we're going to make another videos about food that we sample in Quantan. And also we have one more videos about what we have done and food that we have tried in Sungai Lembing. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want to follow us along our adventure. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.